Papua New Guinea has signed a defense pact with the United States, giving American troops access to its ports and airfields. This would also expand the Pacific Island nation's capabilities and make it easier for the U.S. military to train with its forces. The deal was inked by U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken and Papua New Guinea's Defense Minister Bakri Daki. U.S. State Department officials say it will increase stability and security in the region. Papua New Guinea's Prime Minister also gave his reassurance amid debate that this partnership benefits both sides.
Both sides have agreed that the agreement that we're signing today doesn't offend Papua New Guinea law, doesn't offend USA law. It's mutually beneficial, especially and for me in the context of Papua New Guinea. It secures our national interest to grow into becoming a robust economy in this part of the world as we live today and going forward.
Mr. Blinken is set to meet with the leaders of 14 South Pacific Island states in Port Moresby. Washington has been attempting to strengthen relations with the region, especially given China's expanding footprint there. But when a reporter asked about China, Mr. Blinken said agreements made are not about any other country. Beijing has snapped up mines and ports across the Pacific. Last year, it signed a secretive security pact with the Solomon Islands, giving it the right to deploy troops to that country. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi is also in Papua New Guinea to co-host the Pacific Islands Forum. Neha, she joins us now to talk us through this. Neha, as the first Indian Premier to visit Papua New Guinea, what message is Prime Minister Modi sending to the region, and which is also trying to expand its influence there, and China, which is trying to expand its influence there?
Well, I think the big message here, most experts agree, is that Prime Minister Modi is trying to tell the world that it's an emerging global superpower and that it matters to the West and her allies, not just in its own backyard, where it is being counted on to counter China's growing dominance, but also in regions far and wide. Prime Minister Modi going to this Pacific Island nation and promising them that India is a reliable, trusted partner, that India, unlike other countries, will prioritize their own needs and development and will step in where any kind of help is needed. And it's also interesting to see the kind of language that we saw from the leadership of Papua New Guinea, with the country's Prime Minister calling Mr. Modi the leader of the global south. He said that India is the third biggest voice in global politics, and also that the Pacific will rally behind India. And the kind of message that goes out here is that while India is being courted by, let's say, the Quad nations as well, it's part of that security grouping, it's also being counted on to push the Quad's narrative in this region as well. You had US President Joe Biden, who was slated to go to that island nation as well, but he cancelled his visit last minute because of the debt ceiling talks. And in his absence, experts say it was Prime Minister Modi who sent out the message to the island nation that the Quad will expand its engagement with them.
Well, how does this kind of engagement benefit Mr. Modi or India as a larger picture?
Well, as they say, foreign policy is all about domestic policy, and Prime Minister Modi is heading into another general election next year. And many say that the biggest message here was also to his domestic vote bank because of the kind of welcome he was accorded on the island nation. You had the Prime Minister of Papua New Guinea welcoming Prime Minister Modi at the airport. This was an exception to regular protocol, we're told. Also bending down to touch his feet. It's a welcome that many Indians accord to their elders. And the message, most experts say, is that Prime Minister Modi is solely responsible for elevating India's image globally.
Well, thanks so much. Neha Punya reporting live to us there from New Delhi.